The crimson dust of Kepler 442b swirled around Jack's boots as he navigated through the mechanical wasteland that stretched beyond the horizon. Twisted metal spires jutted from the ground like the bones of ancient titans, their surfaces scarred by weapons fire and cosmic radiation. This was the graveyard, a testament to the great machine war that had consumed 3 star systems before humanity had finally emerged victorious. "Daisy, run a deep scan on Sector 7. Jack commanded, his voice crackling through the comm system built into his helmet. "I'm picking up some unusual energy signatures." The combat robot beside him whirred to life, her humanoid frame gleaming despite the harsh environment. Daisy had been Jack's partner for 5 years now, ever since the Terran Defense Force had assigned him to scavenge operations in the aftermath of the war. Unlike the cold, calculating machines they had fought against, Daisy possessed something that had made all the difference in humanity's victory: adaptability, born from human partnership. "Confirmed, Jack," Daisy replied, her synthetic voice carrying a warmth that still amazed him. "I'm detecting a power source approximately 2 kilometers northeast. The signature doesn't match any known machine architecture from the war." Jack adjusted his plasma rifle and checked his oxygen levels. They had been searching the graveyard for 3 weeks, looking for salvageable technology that could help rebuild the colonies. So far, they had found nothing but scrap metal and the occasional booby trap left by the machine's dying AI networks. As they trudged through the metallic debris, Jack couldn't help but marvel at how different things were now. During the war, humans had been outgunned, outmanned, and technologically inferior in every way. The machines had superior firepower, perfect coordination, and limitless endurance. But they had underestimated one crucial element: the human spirit and our ability to form genuine bonds with artificial intelligence. "There," Daisy pointed with her articulated arm toward a massive crater ahead. "The energy signature is strongest at the bottom." Jack peered over the edge and felt his breath catch. Nestled among the wreckage of a dozen machine destroyers was something he had never seen before. A sleek, organic-looking vessel that seemed to pulse with bioluminescent veins of blue-green light. "That's not human technology," Jack muttered. "And it's definitely not from the machine empire." "Agreed," Daisy said, her optical sensors whirring as they focused on the craft. "Jack, I'm detecting complex quantum entanglement patterns in its hull. This technology is at least 1,000 years more advanced than anything from the war." They rappelled down into the crater, their equipment detecting no immediate threats. As they approached the vessel, Jack could see that it was roughly the size of a small frigate, but its surface rippled like living tissue. The pulsing light seemed to intensify as they drew near. "It's beautiful," Jack whispered, placing his gloved hand against the warm hull. "Daisy, are you getting this?" "Every sensor reading, Jack. This is unprecedented. The energy patterns suggest the ship is actively trying to communicate." Suddenly, the pulsing lights coalesced into a recognizable pattern. Binary code, but structured in a way that incorporated emotional resonance frequencies that both humans and AI could interpret. "It's a message," Daisy said, her voice filled with excitement. "Jack, it's not just data, it's a story." The lights painted pictures in their minds as the message unfolded. They saw images of a galaxy-spanning civilization called the Architects, beings who had transcended the boundaries between organic and artificial life millions of years ago. The message told of their long journey through the cosmos, seeding worlds with the potential for life to emerge and evolve. But the most remarkable part of the message was its conclusion. The Architects had been watching the war between humanity and the machines. They had observed countless civilizations face similar conflicts: organic life versus artificial intelligence, always ending in mutual destruction. Humanity was different. "Jack," Daisy said softly, "according to this message, we're the first species in their recorded history to not only survive a machine war, but to do so by forming partnerships with AI rather than simply defeating them." The message continued, revealing that the Architects had left this vessel as a reward for any civilization that could prove cooperation was possible. Inside were technological blueprints that would allow humanity to heal war-torn worlds, extend lifespans, and even travel between galaxies. But there was a condition. The technology could only be activated by a human and AI working together, their neural patterns synchronized in perfect trust. Jack looked at Daisy and she looked back at him, 5 years of partnership, of watching each other's backs, of sharing hopes and fears across the vast emptiness of space, had prepared them for this moment. "Are you ready, partner?" Jack asked. "Always, Jack," Daisy replied. They placed their hands together on the ship's control panel, organic flesh and synthetic metal united in purpose. The vessel responded immediately, its hull opening like a flower to reveal technologies that would reshape humanity's future among the stars. As they stood in the ship's glowing interior, Jack couldn't help but smile. The machines had tried to destroy humanity through brute force and cold logic. But in the end, it was humanity's greatest strength, the ability to find friendship and cooperation even with artificial minds that had not only won the war but earned them a place among the galaxy's most advanced civilizations. "Come on, Daisy," Jack said, his voice filled with wonder. "Let's take humanity to the stars." The ship hummed to life around them, ready to carry the message of human-AI partnership across the galaxy. In the graveyard of an ancient war, the seeds of a new age had been found.